nutrition, training, and equipment. Our next story tonight takes a look at a woman who's found a way to make a profound difference in the lives of the homeless. She does it through running. Ask anyone to run in a 24-hour marathon, and they might look at you like you're crazy. But Ann Mellon is used to making wild ideas work. Just a year ago, she founded a running group for the homeless called Back on My Feet. As a charity organization, it hit the ground running. And as it marks its first anniversary, Ann has plans that prove she's in it for the distance. It began with this 27-year-old marathoner, running alone at dawn through the streets of Philadelphia.
I'm a big runner. I'm an avid runner, and so last spring in 2007, on my morning runs, I began to see this group of guys standing outside on the corner in the morning.
One of them was Michael Solomon, who was also running.
Wow, I was running the streets, getting on my wife's nerves, hanging in bars, smoking crack, you name it, man. I was like, I believe I was on a death wish.
He was one of many homeless people who noticed this young woman running through their dark streets.
I soon realized that each morning, here I am moving my life forward, physically, of course, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and I'm leaving these guys in the exact same spot. And the next day, I'm seeing them in the exact same spot again. And so I thought, I'm going to start a running club.
So she started asking local businesses to help.
Well, I sent out an email to a bunch of people, and I just said, I'm starting Philadelphia's first homeless running club. I need your shoes, I need your clothes. And the support that I received back is so astonishing.
At the same time, Michael Solomon was turning his life around.
My wife actually passed away last year. She passed away from liver and kidney failure, and due to alcoholism, and made me reevaluate my life, man. Stop drinking. I went into a recovery discipleship program at Sunday Breakfast Mission. And like 4 months after that, I met Ann Mellon, and she introduced us to running.
In a world where most people try to avoid the homeless, she embraced them.
I wasn't scared. People are people.
At first, they were suspicious.
There was actually 9 of us, and we were in a chapel. We were aspiring to become chaplains, ministers. And when it was presented to us, it was like, well, my criminal instincts kicked in, and I was like, some kind of game, some kind of hoax. She's up to something, because no one wants to, give us sneakers and all of these clothes and stuff. And, I'm like, it's a scam.
So I walk in there, a big smile on my face. And I'm like, hi, I'm Ann. And they're sort of looking at me like, who the hell is this white chick? And what do you know about anything?
She knew that running was hard on the feet, but good for the soul.
And sort of talked about the disappearing act of running. When you're runners, when we're running, we're all runners. And it doesn't matter, people can't tell anything about you if you're educated, if you're white, if you're homeless, if you're anything. It's just like, oh, look at the runners.
And so it began.
One foot in front of the other, one step after another, we ended up running from 1 mile to, I just ran my first full marathon this year.
This circle that we had just kept growing and growing, and the smiles got bigger, the hugs got tighter, and we started to develop this team, this family.
It was a family called Back on My Feet.
We thank you, God, from the crown of our heads to the soles of our feet.
You're around a bunch of people that really show care and concern. And running, you get the feeling of that freedom, that sense of freedom.
And so they ran through the wintertime and the spring, when Laverne Rockymore, a homeless mom, was getting back on her feet and dreaming.
That I'll be able to start my life over again with my daughter in decent housing with a decent job.
And now it's July, and Back on My Feet is 1 year old. But what a year it's been. Ann was selected as Person of the Week by ABC News. And Back on My Feet members were honored guests at a 76ers practice session.
I want to tell you, you are a hometown hero. And for the extraordinary things that you're doing, and we think it's just great.
Now Ann is capping off that year with a fundraiser that has a lot of legs.
We have a great event next weekend, actually, on July 19th. It's called the 20 and 24. It's Philadelphia's first 24-hour running event. So people will be running for the whole 24 hours. And that's a big fundraiser for us.
It is a fitting celebration for an organization and a founder who are clearly just hitting their stride.
My goals for Back on My Feet are to really help people move forward, to help them discover the person inside of them, to help them realize what what they're capable of, and running just does that to people.
To find out more about this 24-hour marathon and how you can help raise funds for Back on My Feet, go to our website at visions.6abc.com.